I'll press play on yours. It's yours! Do you remember this one?
Yeah. They were just like, they didn't even see it. It's
Nah,
like, ooh.
I think they just gave up in the end, like, oh, screw it. Hi
Yeah.
everyone, I'm DoeJo.
And I'm our sister Tori. Hi.
In today's video, I am drawing D.va's a new D.va skin for my sister. Hence, she's on the call. I did heavily use references for the mech because I'm really bad at mechs, and for the concept layout, I just looked up like Overwatch concept character sheets and followed that. And the logos, I just googled like D.va logos because there's no point in drawing them again if they're already there to use, you know. But today I brought my sister into the call because we're going to talk about stupid stuff we did as kids.
Be prepared.
Which includes stuff that my brother's done. So I was thinking, like, we talk about the time his finger became a pancake first.
Oh, yeah. Which I still feel like was my fault.
So when we were younger, we had this really old slide, and it was really rickety. And so we had like somebody hold the slide while someone would go down it. And my dad came out when we started going down it on a skateboard to tell us off that we're going to scrape our knees, right? on the stones. And
Yeah.
so I ended up going in because I was like, I don't want to scrape knees. Screw that.
Yeah. He's like, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, he was like, someone's going to get seriously hurt. You're going to scrape your knees on them stones over there. So I went back in, and then like, it wasn't even like that long
It was
after.
Probably like five minutes, if that.
Yeah, 5 minutes after, all I heard was screaming, and then Tori coming running down the garden like, Dad, Dad!
Dad! Dad! And then he's just sat there watching TV with the remote, flicking through the channels. And he's like, I told you so! He just doesn't even move. And I'm like, no, Dad! Andy's finger's like broken off or something. So then he like gets up and then comes in the kitchen, and Andy's got his finger under the sink. Oh.
And Dad was freaking out when he saw it because it was like as flat as a pancake.
Yeah, and it was all bleeding, and it looked like it was sliced all the way down to the bone, and it looked like I'd taken the top of it off or something. Because he was the one holding the slide.
Yeah.
And he must have put his finger weird. And I went down on it on the skateboard, and the slide collapsed on his finger. So obviously I'm feeling really guilty because I thought I'd like completely ruined his finger. Well, I mean, I did completely ruined his finger. Anyway, Dad was like, oh, you'll have to stay here and watch Rosie till your mum gets home, and then tell her what happened, and I'll take Andy to the hospital. Well, DoeJo, sorry.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we eventually get to the hospital with our mum, and we found out he broke and crushed it at the same time.
Yeah, he ended up getting plastic surgery.
Yeah, and it's never been right since.
No, he always holds it weird when he's drinking or eating.
Yeah.
But, you know, Dad did one.
He did, but, you know, kids don't pay attention because we know better.
Yep. And then, like, when we were younger, we used to play outside all the time. Like, obviously, you just heard then. But there was this brook that was, like, over a crevice.
Stream?
Like, it was a stream, but it was, like, inside a really big, like, it was like a really big hill.
Like a small valley type thing.
Yeah, and we used to go on the same one all the time, but we found this new, like, rope swing that went over it, and everyone went on it fine, but then when Tori went on it,
yeah, when I went on it, it snapped, and then I fell smack bang on this rock.
It's like the only rock that was in there.
Right, and winded myself, and then I had to bicycle back home, which was like a 20-minute ride, all the while in pain, trying to like breathe again. Maybe that's why I have back issues as well.
Yeah, I guess so. And then we used to live behind the high school, and we used to ride that metal gate all the time. Remember? Because they had the gate for the high school, but they never locked it. So there used to be like a big group of us sitting on it while someone would push it, and then the people that lived next to us yelled at us to go away. So we ended up going on to the high school, and we climbed up that big tree. Remember it had that really long branch, and I think there was like me, you, Andy, our cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then there was like 2 friends or something. But we're all sat on this branch, and then it started to snap.
Of course.
And we looked around, and everyone was on the floor except for my brother, who was being hung by his t-shirt on the tree.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like,
ah! He's the most accident-prone one out of us all. I mean,
yeah, like when he went down on that like round slide and like got stuck because his coat got stuck on there.
Yeah.
Out of us all, he was the one who got injured the most. And I think the only thing that bad happened to me was the time I got pushed into the brook. Not the brook, the pond behind our school. Well, the pond was disgusting. It had like all sorts of stuff in there.
Yeah,
it
was
like,
just
old lockers
basically
and everything.
Yeah, it was basically used as a trash dump, like a rubbish dump. It was horrible.
Yeah, and when we were younger as well, we had one of those riding lawnmowers that we used to attach skateboards to. But when my dad made my brother the go-kart, we decided it'd be a good idea to ride the skateboards and stuff on. And then when it came too cold for the skateboard, we ended up putting like sledges and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
But remember the time when Griffin was was driving? So my dad had a rule for the go-kart because it was made with an old motorbike engine. Only certain people were allowed on it. So my brother's friend Griffin went on it, which he was allowed on it because he practically lived at our house. He was he was on it, and then he was like driving around, and then suddenly his pants just went whoosh.
Oh no, it's because
comical style.
Andy was driving, and Griffin was sat in that little wedgie place on the back.
Yeah, he would.
And we weren't supposed to sit there.
No,
for obvious reasons, because the chain and everything, like the engine was right there, and Andy's driving around as usual, and then all of a sudden we hear this, and Griffin's like, stop! So Andy stops, and then all you see is Griffin with like practically all of his jeans torn off. So I just ran over with my phone, took a picture of it, didn't even ask if he was okay. It was just so comical.
It was like the proper comical, like you'd only see it in movies moment. Where the pants just went whoosh. It didn't even like hurt his legs or anything.
Thankfully he was okay. He didn't hurt himself or anything. I mean, I hurt myself on that thing when I was sat on that wedge thing, because I managed to graze my leg on the tire or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. That reminds me of the time when we used to ride bikes, but we only had 2 proper working ones, and we used to put like the dog to run with the bikes and stuff. So I was on the back of the bike and my brother was on the front, and I was like, don't go fast over the speed bumps because I'm gonna come off the seat. And so what did he do? Because he's our brother and he's a bit like that. He went fast over the speed bumps, and I came off the seat and landed on the wheel, and now I've still got the scar above my butt. And then Charlotte's also got a scar on her butt.
Yeah.
I mean, Tauri.
Yep. Because when we were young, for some reason we ate that kid's strawberry shampoo toothpaste.
Yep. So
Dad hid it on top of the shower cubicle, and then Andy went and got it for himself, put it back. Like and then, so I climbed up, and as I was in the sink climbing up, Dad comes up the stairs, and I didn't hear him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And of course, it startled me, and I slipped, and
she ended up
basically slit my butt open.
She ended up cutting her butt open. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening
And
to our stupid stories.
Bye.
Bye.